Hello, hello. Just gonna wait and see if a few of you jump on. I know a few of you have said that you're not getting notifications right away, so I know I've been gone for a few days, so we have a lot of stuff to catch up on. I've gotten a lot of questions, a lot of emails, a lot of private messages. So yes, the title of this live video is a little bit clickbait-ish, but why not? Why not? And my dogs are getting ready to eat. So if you hear chewing in the back, I'm so sorry if that's a thing for you. My dogs are eating and they come first. So there's that. Oh, so much to talk about. Say hello and don't forget a thumbs up when you come in the room. Let me turn on my chat. Hello, Miss Nona Grace. I'm glad you're here too. Hi, Lee. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm feeling better today. Finally. Okay, so I've only got 2 people in the room. 3 people in the room. And I will get started. Let's see. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Ariana. Yeah, I'm doing better today. Thank you for asking. I've actually had, it's showing 0 people here. Showing that everybody left my live video. I have no idea what's happening. Did everybody leave? Did we lose connection? What's going on? I'm showing 0. 0 people here and 2 likes. Okay, that's weird. It's showing 0 people here in the live. So anyway, okay. So let's first, let me back up and let all of you know I have not cheated since I got back from the Hard Rock. When I say cheated, I have not eaten anything that wasn't part of a keto lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? However, I will tell you that taking the ibuprofen and having the prednisone has made me want to eat everything that isn't nailed down, right? I've been starving. And I guess steroids make you hungry. I don't know. Have any of you had that reaction to steroids? Yeah, it's weird. I'm only showing, now I'm showing 3 people in the room and 3 thumbs up. It's weird. It keeps going back from 1 to 3 to 2. It's weird. Okay. So thank you, Lee. Thank you for sharing that. So anyway, they put me on steroids. Here is what happened. Let's talk about the weight and let's talk about the cheat that I had at the Hard Rock, okay? Because that's important. And I gotta tell you, there's a lot of you that had messaged me to ask me if I'm okay. There are some of you that have had specific concerns about my disappearance. And then there has been a couple of people who have downright been insulting. And, but I get it. I myself, if all of a sudden my daily keto YouTuber disappears off the planet, my first reaction is going to be like, oh my gosh, I hope everything's okay. My next reaction is, oh, I hope they didn't blow it and now they're afraid to come back. You know what I'm saying? But you guys know me. I have shared some of the darkest, dismal, disproportionate binge eating days. I have shared with you tears and frustrations. I am not going to hide from you about this. So let me see if this helps a little bit. Hello, Marie. Hi, Lorraine. How are you doing? Okay, So, well, Kristen, I think that somebody didn't know why I disappeared. Maybe they missed the post. Maybe they didn't know what was going on. They might not be friends with me on Facebook. I'm not sure why, but this person said, you've been gone for about a week now. I hope you haven't fallen off. And, but I get it. I get it. I get it. So let's go back to the Hard Rock, okay? And I'm not beating myself up at all. Zero. There is going to be zero Melanie bashing in this live stream because you know why? Because I like me. And it wouldn't matter if I took 4 days off of keto. It wouldn't matter if I took a week off of keto. It would not matter if I had 16 sheets, 4 Hershey bars, a Snickers, a thing of goobers. I mean, I would never eat chocolate-covered raisins, but I'm just saying, no, those are Raisinets. Those aren't goobers. I don't know. They might be. I can't remember. But anyway, it wouldn't matter. I'm still here, and I'm living a low-carb lifestyle. Even if I had cheated 5 minutes ago, but I was taking this moment to confess to you and claim my journey, that's okay too. But I can tell you that that's not what has happened. It's not what has happened at all. Okay, I'm just saying that I am learning how to like myself as a human being. I'm learning how to be my friend. And so it wouldn't matter if I just dove face first into a bowl of Captain Crunch cereal and came back and went, oh, I screwed up. It wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter. You know why? Because I'm here, I'm confessing my sins, and I'm moving on. So let's talk a little bit about the cheat at the Hard Rock Casino, and then I'll go back and see who's here and say hello to you. So thank you. Don't forget the thumbs up. So you guys know that I had 2 days of cheating on our 4-day weekend at the Hard Rock. When I came back, I weighed 188.8. That's what I gained in water weight over the weekend. On Monday, we came back on Sunday. I went right back to keto on Sunday. I went really strict keto on Sunday. By Monday morning, I was down to 186.6. By Tuesday morning, I was 185.6. So I had already lost 3.2 of the 5.3 pounds that I gained in water weight. I'd already lost it. I was on my way back to my 183 to 184-ish because my weight's been really wonky lately. My weight's been going down to 183, then 185, then 183.6, then 184.5, then 183, then 186.6, then 185. My weight has been all over the board, and that is okay too. Look at me very carefully. That is okay too. What if I showed you weight loss that looked like this, right? Weight loss that, and I said, you know what? Right now, guys, I'm just staying low carb. I don't care if I lose weight. There's going to be 3 reactions I'm going to get. I'm going to get those of you that get my journey and get me as a person and say, oh my God, Melanie, you have come so far. You are really learning how to embrace yourself, love yourself through this journey, and you're really not focused on the scale. You're going to have the second-ish response. And when I say ish response, I mean, I'm not saying word for word what everybody would say because I hate to do that. I hate to classify, like, I hate to say this whole group of people is going to say exactly this, right? I'm going to say that your typical response is going to be like, oh my gosh, Melanie, you've come such a long way. You're not a blubbering mess on the floor in tears, calling yourself a loser and a fat ass and a failure, and you can't get anything right, and people don't like you because you're such a loser and you're such a failure, right? So what? So what? And then there's the second-ish responses that are going to be like, oh, well, I guess you're close enough to your goal. I guess, yeah, it's fine. I don't know if I can stop until I hit my goal weight. You know, you're going to have your second-ish responders that are going to want to support you. They're going to want to be there for you in your journey. But because they themselves know that they can't take a break, they're afraid that break becomes a backslide, that they're going to have a hard time. And they're better watching your journey when you're on point every day, hitting those macros, hitting those goals, hitting those calories, right? And that's okay too. And then there's the third-ish group. Those are the people that find themselves disappointed in you. Disappointed in your journey. Imagine that. How can you be disappointed in my journey? I've actually been told that this week. I'm so disappointed in your journey. I'm like, wait, what? God, are we okay? Did you send this person? Is this a message? And at first I was so upset. I'm like, why don't they like me? I reverted right back to the old Melanie. And I was like, oh my God, they don't like me. They don't approve of me. I'm never going to be good enough. You know, that was the knee-jerk reaction. And then it was, who the hell does this person think they are? Telling me they're disappointed in my journey. They're not living my life, cleaning my house, paying my bills, getting sexy with me. They don't love my dogs, help me bathe them, take them to the vet when they're sick. They don't, I mean, yes, I appreciate every subscriber that comes to my channel, and everybody comes to my channel for different reasons. Some people, because they tell me I feel like a friend. Some people come because they need the accountability. They love the uplifting messages. They love that I am just like, I don't ever give up. I am not I'm either that determined or I'm that stupid. One of the two, but because I'm learning to like myself, we're going to call it determination and not stupidity. Yes. So, there are some people that are depending on me every single day to get it right so that they can then find the motivation. But my friends, let me tell you, if you're here expecting me to be perfect every single day of my life, if my whole entire being and person relies on 100% infallible perfection, I might as well stop this channel today and say goodbye to YouTube. You may expect perfect of yourself. I'm learning how to be okay with whatever level of perfection that I am at. I am learning how to find perfect love in my imperfections. I have had so many people say to me, and I've been doing a lot of self-evaluation. They've had me on some good drugs, but that's not it, I promise. I've been doing some deep thought and soul searching. You know how many times I've heard in my life, oh my gosh, Melanie, you're such a gifted speaker. You could have done anything in your life. You know how many times I've had someone say, oh my gosh, Melanie, you're such a great writer. Why aren't you publishing your book? Melanie, you are an amazing singer. Why did you not pursue that? It's because I let one voice, one person, or maybe 2 or 3 persons with one ugly voice and theme make me believe that I was not good enough, and I internalized that. It's no different putting myself out here on social media. I'm going to have critics. I'm going to have people that are going to believe that what I'm doing is wrong. I'm going to have people that believe that their way is the only way to do it, and anyone not doing it their way is doing it wrong. And I'm ready for that. 5 years ago when I started this channel, I wasn't ready for that. I got so butthurt and broken every time somebody critiqued my channel, said they didn't like me. They were going to stop watching me if I continued to eat that one ingredient that wasn't keto, right? I've come a long way, baby. I've gotten off track now. So before I go back to, let me bring this full circle back. Let me circle back to you. I'm sorry. Some of you will get that. I'm going to get back to my point, which is since we got back from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, I have not cheated on keto. Have I been on weight loss? No. I've been eating 3-4 meals a day. I've been eating big meals, taking 800 milligram ibuprofen and medication that's messing up my stomach pretty bad. I'm constipated, and when I poop, it feels like I'm pooping pebbles. Yes, they're sharp, jagged pebbles, though. They're not pretty like stepping stone. Let's do a mosaic pebble. They are, looks like a freaking sandspur pebble, right? With spikes and thorns, and I think maybe a unicorn horn somewhere in there, but like, yeah, it's been pretty painful. So I'm surviving. You know what else I've been doing? I've been doing Zip Fizz. You know why? Because my doctor said that I need some more potassium. So I've picked up avocados, and I'm doing avocado again, and I'm doing Zip Fizz. And you know what? It may or may not be affecting me, but you know what? It's the easiest way for me to get electrolytes right now and stop the most important thing, which is the thing that created me sitting on the toilet at 2 o'clock in the morning, bawling my eyes out till the doctor's office opened at 8 o'clock in the morning, bawling my eyes out, and not able to walk into the doctor's office without a wheelchair. So if I have to drink Zip Fizz for the next couple weeks until my body readjusts from that cheat that I had at the Hard Rock, or from whatever it is that's going on in my body, it's working. It's working. The pain is subsiding. I'm not getting cramps at night in the middle of the night. But this has not been an ongoing issue. This has been a recent issue. So I've been keto for 3 years. So I highly doubt that something I'm doing in my keto journey has messed me up. I believe with all of my heart, the episode which led to my injury was strictly due to me going off of keto, eating bread, eating sweet potato fries, drinking alcoholic beverages. It was a shock to my system. My body couldn't handle it for whatever reason. Insulin shot up. Whatever happened biologically, and I believe that that's because the very next day I had very bad leg cramps, and then the next day is when that muscle cramped so severely that it tore. I had a Charlie horse so severe that the muscle tore. It was so painful. I had a Charlie horse that lasted like 6.5 hours. It was horrible. I'm just telling you, it was horrible. And I don't know if one food did it. I don't know if all the foods combined. I don't know if maybe going off keto for 2 days, kicking myself out of ketosis for 2 days, and messing around, drinking alcohol, it dehydrated me. Maybe I was having more coffee. Maybe I wasn't focusing on whatever it was that I did over the weekend, I believe is what aggravated that condition and put me in that position. Lesson learned. I'm also a very smart person, and that was enough pain that I'll never do it again. Never. I promise you that. If I can help it, I won't do it again. So I'm going to come on here and say hi to everybody, and then we're going to get back to weight, like weigh-ins. I'm going to say hi to everybody, though. All right. Hi, Anna. And then Lee's here. Maybe use a tablet to watch community post. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, Ariana, let's see what's going on. Ariana, didn't you just have a major surgery, though? Be nice to yourself. You're recovering. Miss Joyce Fox, hi. You were worried about me. Thank you, Miss Nona. I am determined. Thank you, Ariana. Yes, Joni is amazing. Hello, Ida. How are you? Lori, hi. Okay, so I've caught up with everybody who's here and asked a question. So let's talk about weigh-in. So I went to the Hard Rock Casino. You guys know I had 2 days of cheating. Not every meal, but I had several meals with something in it that was not keto. I am 100% sure I was kicked out of ketosis. I know I was kicked out of ketosis. And I could tell by my blood sugars were really high when I came home. So I don't know if it was just a combination of everything that I did within those 2 days or if it was just one particular thing, but it does not matter. Because what I did at the Hard Rock is a once a year thing. How many times? You guys have been watching me 3 years do keto. How many times have you seen me go off? Not often. Not often. As a matter of fact, I think the last time I drank alcoholic beverages was my cruise for my 50th birthday, and I am 51 years old, so that'll tell you that. I believe I had beer in between then. I think I went to a 4th of July party and had a couple beers. I think I did. I may have. But okay, the point is that I've only drank like once or twice in 1 year. I mean, it's not an everyday thing. Okay, so my weigh-in when I got back from the Hard Rock Casino was 188.8. On Monday morning, it dropped down to 186.8 or 186.6, one of those two. And then before the leg cramp incident, I went all the way down to 185. So I was on my way down. I was losing the water weight when this happened, and I had the shot of prednisone, and I had taking 800 milligrams of ibuprofen twice a day with a full meal, and I've been taking it at night before I go to sleep because that's when it hurts the worst, when I'm sleeping. It took 2 days before I could even put weight. I couldn't walk. I had to sit with my leg elevated. I had to do frequent stretches, like toe touches and things like that. I had to do a combination of hot and cold packs on my leg. I was not in good shape on Wednesday and Thursday. I was in a lot of pain. Friday, the pain subsided enough where I could walk, but I walked with a limp. But that created other problems because then I started getting cramps in the calf of my leg because I was limping, right? Muscle fatigue. Finally, today I can tell you that the pain is still there, but it's only at about 30% of where it was on Wednesday. And if it didn't get better, I was going to go to the hospital because it was that bad. So I have been eating low carb, but I have not been trying to lose weight. I have not cared if I've lost weight. Number one, because I know that taking that ibuprofen is going to immediately cause water gain. Number two, I've got an injured muscle, a major muscle in my thigh. It is the biggest muscle in your thigh is torn. So it's swollen. It's actually hot to the touch. So I know there's water around there. I know that I have upped my electrolytes. I've upped my salts. I've been drinking Zip Fizz. So I know that increasing my sodium is going to cause weight gain. So knowing that all of these things are probably going to potentially cause weight gain, I am definitely expecting to gain weight, right? 100% expecting to gain weight. But I know it's water weight. It may take 1 week, it may take 2 weeks, it may take a month to take off. But it's okay because I'm going to be keto for the rest of my life. If I live 1,000 more weeks and I have one bad week this week, that is less than 1% of my journey has been a success. You just got to change the way you feel and think about this situation. Okay, that was December, but I did have to change my exercise. Okay, well, still in December, it has not been that long. Just be nice to yourself, Ariana. Don't hurt yourself. I can tell you that as far as March, I really haven't thought about it, honestly. Wednesday and Thursday, I was in so much pain. I did not think about exercise. I have not exercised at all this week other than stretches. So my March Madness has been, I believe, is going to be a flop, right? I'm not going to be as successful on my March fitness as I was my February, because now I'm so afraid of hurting that muscle again. No, you're not going to see me do anything crazy for a little while till I'm 100% sure it is healed. And then I will slowly and gradually move my way back into stretching. Okay, so let's see. You're curious how I'm doing on the ukulele. Okay, thank you for asking that, Miss Nona. I talked to my husband a lot about the ukulele. And I told him, and I said, some of you guys are friends with me on Facebook. Some of you don't have Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really not on Facebook enough to maintain friendships. And I really like to keep my channel separate from my Facebook family, because I have things like, if you guys notice, in the 5 years, 6 years I've been on controversial subjects on this channel at all. I don't, and I don't for a reason. This is to talk about my weight loss journey. This is to talk about things that motivate and inspire me. And I need a place to escape away from that. And so I'm kind of afraid that if people from YouTube make friends with me on Facebook, and then they see where I do talk about politics and I do talk about controversial subjects and things like that, that it may change the way they feel about my channel. So I try to keep those two completely separate. I did think about starting a Patreon, because the problem is that as soon, even if I put that I'm doing a cover of a song, the way that YouTube works is if I play that song and I sing that song by another artist, even if I give them all the recognition, say this song is by blah, 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 doing a cover of this song, blah, 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 blah. What they do is it's not a bad copyright strike, but it is a copyright, and I cannot monetize that video. And I just got to be honest, the amount of work that I put into my YouTube channel, I can't really have a bunch of videos out there that are not making money for me, because as it is, I only make close to $1 a day, $2 a day. And that's for putting out content every single day, except for lately, I have not put out content. So I know that sounds selfish and greedy, but maybe I'll get a little bit better, and maybe I will do, I mean, I could do a YouTube live ukulele concert for anyone interested, and then I could take some donations like YouTube super chats and stickers and things like that if people wanted to, but I would have to have a way to keep my channel, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to keep yourself in an algorithm, and I don't want to do anything that's going to take me out of that algorithm, because it took me 4 years to get here. So I really don't want to mess that up. It's coming along. I have learned 2 Stevie Nicks songs, and I have learned 1 Lauren Daigle song. I've learned You Are My Sunshine, but I can sing and downstrum, but I cannot sing and do multiple action strums or picking. I'm not talented enough to pick yet, but it'll come in time. My focus has kind of been messed up on that. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Hey, Jackie, thank you. So here's my plan. Once again, I have stayed keto the entire time, but I've been eating like a crazy person. So I don't know how much weight is water weight. I don't know how much weight is weight gain from eating excessively. I don't know how much is weight gain from the medications that I've been on. There's no way for me to know, but you know what? Once again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know that that's not permanent, and I know that come Monday, I'm going to tighten the reins. My problem has been with the Advil, with having to eat on a full stomach, and with the prednisone, the steroid making me hungry, crazy hungry. I've just been kind of surviving, and I will reel it in on Monday. Oh, I want to show you my Easter tulips. These are so pretty. Aren't these beautiful? They were $1.99, and I needed something to cheer me up. So I bought some tulips. Aren't they pretty? Ah, they're falling over. Aren't they pretty? Those are so pretty. You had a video that you recorded. Your daughter told me that it, yeah, it's crazy what they do. Well, I love tulips, Miss Nona. It doesn't get cold enough down here to grow them. Like, we don't see a lot of tulips like you do up north where the ground actually gets frozen. If you grow tulips down here, you have to actually pull up the bulbs in early fall and put them in a freezer. And you have to freeze them for a couple months and then put them back in the ground for them to grow. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. So yeah, I just, I'm feeling better. It's one of those things where the transition from sitting down to standing up is very painful. From standing up to sitting down is very painful. And I wake up probably 2 or 3 times at night. And I have to move, but because I have been immobile, I have to kind of really slowly position myself. I can't move quickly, or that muscle wants to knot up on me. So it's been a heck of the last couple. I have never been in pain like that. I thought somebody broke my thigh. I mean, like, serious as a heart attack. I sat on the toilet from 2:30 in the morning when that muscle knotted up and got me right out of bed. I could not stand on my foot. I had to drag my foot behind me. Like I was that leg was totally limp. It was so scary. And I didn't want to wake up my husband. So I just sat there on the toilet crying, just crying until about 6 o'clock in the morning. And then as soon as his alarm went off, I told him, I was like, I need help. And he came in there and he brought me something to eat, even though I was very upset, so that I could take some Advil. And I told him, I'm really scared that this is a blood clot. And so, of course, he took me to the doctors, and they did an x-ray and an MRI to find out if it was a blood clot or a tendon or a bone or what. And my doctor said he's never seen anything like that. That muscle was just knotted up. It was so bad. But anyway, so you guys have any other questions for me? I know I kind of went on a rant in the beginning of this, and that's not me being a jerk. That's me just, I don't need any help losing faith in myself. I don't need any help feeling discouraged. I don't need any help with the voices that say you're not doing this right. Oh gosh, what about your weight? Oh, you lose weight so slow already. I don't need help with that. Thank you though for wanting to help, I guess. But I don't need help with that. And so this is me defending myself. This is me saying, you know what? I'm Melanie. So what if I gain 3 pounds? So what if I decide that I want to keep those 3 pounds for 5 years. So what? So what? Am I the same Melanie that I was 5 minutes ago? Am I the same Melanie I was yesterday? Am I the same Melanie I was 3 weeks ago? 100%. Does it change any of my accomplishments in life? Nope. Does it change? Does me gaining 3 pounds undo the 50 that I've lost? Nope. Does it still change the fact that I bought 2 pair of size 12 pants today without trying them on? Bam, they fit perfect. They look great. Butt looks amazing in them, right? So, I mean, yeah, I'm up about 5 pounds since I went to the Hard Rock, but it's not because I cheated. I wasn't hiding from you guys. And I'm not using this as an excuse to go off keto as was implied. Just saying. Yes, this is a lifelong journey for me. And I am not gonna be one of those vloggers. Like I recently saw a vlogger put out this post, carbs are evil. No, they're not. Carbs are not evil if your body is not insulin resistant. Carbs are not evil if it's 3 strawberries in a Greek yogurt. Carbs are not evil if it's 2 cups of broccoli. Carbs are not evil if it's a salad. So I think what we need to do is just change our community. So see, what's going to happen to this person is because this person is standing on the hill with their carbs are evil sign, if they ever screw up, if they ever fall off, if they ever cheat, if they ever decide to enjoy a piece of something, somebody out there is going to remind them of that sign and then call them a hypocrite. And even though I don't believe they deserve to lose their credibility, social media will claim them as uncredible because they didn't stick to their sign. See, because once you establish yourself in a specific way in social media, a lot of times that's expected consistency throughout your journey. They don't take into account that things are going to change into your life, that you're going to learn new things about things that you didn't know that may or could have changed your decision from the get-go. Like, had I known this, then how would I have done things differently? My journey is a perfect example. I've learned to love myself enough. I've learned confidence with Dr. Westman's End Your Carb Confusion, page 4. I now have enough confidence that I went away for the weekend, had some adult drinks, screwed up, and you know what? It did not take away not 1 grain of my success or who I am as a person. And I still have the right to call myself low carb and keto. Imagine that. I saw somebody new pop in here. Hi, Lorraine. Yes, people will try. See, I think a lot of what happens in the keto world, and I can only speak about me personally, is I can't watch a keto YouTuber that does nothing but eat junk. You know why? It's not because I think that they're not keto. It's because I get upset at the fact that I can't eat the foods that they're eating and lose weight. And then I start comparing my journey to theirs. And then I start feeling deprived because I can't have what they have, right? I get into a very toxic place in my head. It doesn't mean that I don't love, respect, and care for that person. It doesn't mean that I don't wish them well. I just can't follow their journey, because if I follow their journey, it's going to take me to a bad place, right? But there are hundreds of thousands of people in their 20s and 30s doing keto for the first time that can wake up in the morning and have the keto shake, and then they can have the bulletproof coffee. They can have the salad with all the dressings, no ingredients required. They can have the nuts. They can have the nut butters. They can have the yogurt. They can have the 3/4 strawberries. They can have all of those things and lose a pound, lose 2 pounds, lose a pound, lose 4 pounds, lose a pound, right? And they can reach their goal weight very quickly. It's a personal struggle for me to watch that and feel like I'm doing okay, right? And so I get when people watch you for inspiration and they become invested in you as a vlogger, and they become invested as a subscriber, and they start feeling this. It is a relationship. It is very much a relationship. The vlogger and the subscribers, right? You guys make the connection. You start watching and you're interested in my channel because something about me connects with you. Like you relate to me in some way. Or I'm feeding you a message that you're hungry for. Or I'm the inspiration that you need daily. Or I'm just freaking fabulous. No, I'm just kidding. I was almost there. I was not yet. I'm working on it, guys. So I get why someone would message me that they're so disappointed. And I get why someone would say, how can you be out here being a leader or an example of keto when you're doing a very bad job of staying keto? I think what I'm doing is extremely important because I'm showing people that you don't have to be this hardcore blinders on 24/7 keto, keto, keto. I am Melanie living my life eating low carb, but low carb is not Melanie. What I'm eating is not my life. There is so much more to me than keto, right? That's why I have a daily vlog. That's why I vlog about all kinds of things. I vlog about retirement. I vlog about my dog. Oh, stay tuned for that. You're going to want to stay. You guys like fur babies? I might be fostering a fur baby here very soon. You guys will get to meet him. Hopefully you'll fall in love with him and maybe we can find him a really good home. But because of his size and because he had a small altercation with a 7-year-old that may or may not have been tormenting him, his owners are giving him up. But he is the sweetest freaking dog. I love him. I don't know if he would be a good fit for our family, but luckily enough, we have a galley kitchen, a large galley kitchen for a very large dog. We have the extra large dog gates. We're going to put the dog gates up and we're going to kennel him in our kitchen until we are 100% sure that he's a good fit for our home before we expose him to our dogs. Now, I think Karma and Calypso would be okay, but I'm not sure how he's going to react to Toby being so small. And I think he weighs 143 pounds, so he's a big boy. Anyway, I'll keep you guys up to date on that, but we might be fostering a big bull mastiff. I love him. I love him. I've already met him. I think he's a great dog. They've already sent him to obedience school. A child was left alone with him and made a claim that he nipped at her. And that was all mom needed to hear to say the dog has to go. So I'm not that kind of mom. My first question is going to be like, what were you doing? because it's not characteristic for a dog just to snap out of nowhere, especially one that's had like extensive obedience training. So, but anyway, the mom wants them to take the dog to the pound. And the pound has already told them that if they take him to the pound, they're going to put him down. So what we told them is if they cannot find a home for him, that we will foster him until we find him a good home. But we don't have kids here, so we don't really have any worries. You know what I'm saying? And we have a big enough place that we can kennel him. We have a big enough backyard. They'll have plenty of room to run. Nobody's going to feel territorial. And I am actually very good with dogs. I was a meter reader, believe it or not, for 11 years. I'm very good with dogs' behavior, dispositions, and because I'm not afraid of dogs at all, usually I have a lot of respect for dogs and dogs have a lot of respect for me. I know how to handle myself with even large breeds. I've even gone to dog training for defense because I've been bit a few times, but it's always been by ankle grabbers. It's never been by a big dog. Oh no, I did get bit on the boob one time by a big dog, but that's because I had my cookies, my dog biscuits in my top pocket and Labrador latched on. That was embarrassing, but he was a good dog. Anyway, so I've totally gotten off track. Let me go check my messages and see what's happening. Oh, so Kim Cool says that you've had really bad cramps. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking it was because I had a drink. I'm not thinking it was because I had a sweet potato fry. I'm thinking it was because over a period of 3 days, I ate things that weren't necessarily keeping me in ketosis, and maybe the constant in and out of ketosis was just too much for my body. Oh, thank you, Lori. Yes, nobody can go through an injury, take large amount along with steroids and not gain. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. Hey, Vicky, how are you? You did. Let me know how you like that, Vicky. She bought Dr. Westman's book. Hi, Brenda. I put it on my community page, but not everybody gets notifications. Jackie. FBOMB, yes. That's what I call it. And it's nothing against the keto YouTuber. I just, how do I say this? I've never been one to hold back though. I'm going to say this diplomatically though. There's a difference between a YouTuber sharing the foods that they're eating, the nutrition and the how I lost weight, and product pushers. Please know that there's a difference. There are some channels out there that I used to love when they were small channels, but now it's like hey, you cannot watch a video without, oh, and you can find the link in the description below, and oh my gosh, you've got to try this flavor of this and try it below, constantly promoting that product that you don't need, right? You may want it. You may want something to break things up. But I think when YouTubers product push like that, I think it just kind of sets new keto people on the wrong track. I think new keto people should start out as clean as possible and kind of break some of those habits. If they can get away from those addictions long enough that they can come back and have some self-control. But let's face it, most of us have to get away from the addicted behavior before we can go back to trying it. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to go off keto at dinner time and then be right back on it at breakfast without batting an eyelash, without feeling, oh, I gotta go back on this. You know, when I first started, it was like, oh, I don't want to go back. I wish I could just eat this forever, you know, and there was this whole pouty thing and feel sorry for myself thing. And then now it was like, yeah, my husband was laughing his butt off. He's like, you have changed so much since you took that class. Your whole attitude, everything has changed. So, I mean, I hope you get as much out of the book as I did. Okay, Sarah, doing dishes while watching makes commenting difficult. Why anyone feels they need to comment anything negative. Yeah, you know, some people are just like that. Some people. Vicky, you could never be a foster. More than likely, if Otis does not show any aggression towards our cat or Toby, if he blends into the pack very well and he responds to me and my husband as alpha female and alpha male, if he settles into our pack, more than likely, I can say it like this now because I'm not emotionally connected to him yet. Bull Mastiffs have a life expectancy of 7 years, and Otis is already 2. Chances are Otis will leave this world before Karma and Calypso do, right? If I was looking at a 140-pound dog for the next 10 years, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I also know that Great Danes and Bull Mastiffs don't have a long expectancy, and knowing that if he goes to the pound, he's going to be put down, more than likely we're going to end up adopting him. But for right now, we're going to foster him, because if he shows aggression towards my cat or Toby, he's out. I'm sorry. I won't keep him. I'll keep him until I can find him a home. I will treat him with respect, with love, with kind and gentle behavior, but I'm not going to have an aggressive dog in here with little Toby. No way. Okay, Carol. Hi, Carol. Steroids make you gain. Yeah, they will, but it's going to be okay. Hi, Bonnie. How are you doing? So you guys got any questions while I take a drink? I got to tell you, I have discovered a flavor called limoncello. Oh my God. It is my favorite. I love it. Oh, yeah. Great Danes are amazing dogs. They are amazing dogs. I've never met an aggressive Great Dane, ever. I have met 1 or 2 aggressive Mastiffs, but I think it's all about your attitude and establishing dominance, like right away. Like, that dog needs to know without any doubt in his mind who's in charge in the house, right? But you can see by my dogs, I can walk all 3 of my dogs at one time, and they do not drag me down the road, right? It's because I work with them. I speak their language. I speak boxer. I speak their language, and I work with them on a continuous basis. We always have playtime. I let them run. I take them for walks. Today I loaded them up in a car and took them around the block for a drive just to get them out of the house. I treat them like they're my children. And I'm hoping that Otis is a good fit, but I'm not going to get my heart up because there's no way I would ever do anything to jeopardize the fur babies, excuse me, that I already have here. Oh yeah, Marmaduke. So yeah, I love my babies. I love them so much, and I would never forgive myself if I let another animal come in this house and they hurt one of my animals. I would be devastated. So anyway, even though Toby got in trouble the other night, he hears me talking about him. He's standing there looking at me. He got a little food aggressive, and he bit Mommy's fingers. Now, he didn't break the skin or anything, but he snapped, and he got himself a little spanking. Come here. Come here, silly. Silly boy. I cannot pick the boxers up. What are you doing, Toby? There's Toby. Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. Oh my goodness. Mommy's got the right spot. Mommy's got the right spot. Oh my goodness. He's such a good boy. All right, get down. Time to get down. Okay. That's the little one. I can't pick my boxers up like that. But anyway, well, before it gets too dark, guys, I gotta take my dogs for a walk. You heard me, huh? She heard me. Calypso. Calypso. We gonna go for a walk? Huh? We gonna go for a walk? Yes. Yes, we are. Oh, that's my baby. This is my baby. Ow, you got my earring. You got my earring. Ah! Ah! That was almost a disaster. Her claw got my earring. She was trying to pull it out. That's a pretty heavy duty. Toby is the man. He is. And that's what I worry about, because Toby displays the behavior of an alpha male. He is incredibly dominant. If Toby was not in the right home, he'd be a biter. I'm going to just tell you that right now. My husband and I have had to be incredibly firm. I had to pin him down and just hold him down. I didn't hurt him, but force him to the ground till he calmed down, and then I let him back up. And we had to train him with a collar, a shock collar. And I've had to zap him twice. I mean, because he was so food aggressive that if any of the other animals went to the food dish, he'd attack them. And so I had to do some really aggressive training with Toby. But, you know, the other night, every once in a while, and that's what I worry about with the big bull mastiff. I worry this is a new male dog coming into his territory, and with Toby being an alpha male, they say that Otis is not an alpha. I haven't been around him enough to know what his disposition is. You know, is he a dominating dog? Is he a passive dog? You know, I haven't been around him enough. But I'm going to wait till a weekend when my husband is home for the weekend, and we'll take him like on a Friday night, and we'll keep him Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe take him for a couple of weekends just to get him used to the house, used to the dogs, used to us. And then, you know, before we just start fostering him, let's let him get used to the place. So, because I also know that bull mastiffs were bred to be territorial. They were bred for protection. So when he first comes here, he's going to be, number one, really distressed because he's going to be waiting for his owner. It's going to take him a while to figure out that this is, you know, going to be his home for a while. And so we may have to do some behavior modification. We may have to deal with some behavioral issues. But I think between my husband and my husband is so good with animals. I think between the two of us, I think that we can handle it until we can find a good home for him. And if we can't find a good home for him, he may have us, you know, as his home. Even if we have to keep him separated unless we're home, you know. I don't. We have a big enough place to do that. We do. So I don't think that'd be a problem. I have no problem putting a dog bed in my kitchen. I'll move my kitchen table for a dog. You will eat on TV trays in my living room. I will move this kitchen table, chairs, and make this whole space his if I need to. I think God wants us to be good to the animals, right? I think he wants us to be good to each other. But some of us aren't deserving of good. I know, everybody is. Okay, he's correcting me. But, yeah. I'm good to the dogs because I love them. They're better than people. Sorry. They don't watch YouTube. They don't support my channel. But I love dogs. I think that is the one unconditional love on this earth that you will physically be able to feel. 100% unconditional love from a pet. Anyway, anyone have any other questions, comments, concerns? I got 26 people in the room, only 17 thumbs up. It helps my channel if you guys throw the thumbs up. You can go ahead and give me ideas on what you think about the ukulele. You know, would that be something if I did a YouTube membership where, say, $4.99 or $5.99 a month, and then we do a once a week jam session live where I show you what songs I'm working on. But see, the thing is you're going to get bored with that because, like, I'm just learning how to play. So it's not like every week I'm going to be like, oh, I learned a new song this week. You're going to hear the same songs over and over. If you guys have suggestions, if maybe we do a live video that I don't monetize and then just ask for donations. I don't typically ask for donations, but super chats and stickers. I'd love to do that. I'd love to just play for you guys. But, you know, we'll see. Give me your suggestions, what you think below. Like, should we just do a live and then, you know, maybe I put up, the title is, I will play for donations. And then I do the disclaimer that none of the music is my own, and I tell you who the artist is, and we just play. And then that way, if YouTube gets me copyright on it, I can go ahead and make those lives private. Once the live is done, I can make them private, and then I still get to collect the donations that are made from super chats and stickers. Just let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Let me know if you wouldn't give me a penny. What? I got to get them out walking because it's getting late, guys. It's getting dark, and I've been on here an hour. So I want to thank all of you that have come to my live, supported the live today, given a thumbs up, lots of comments and interaction. And tomorrow, I'm not sure, you're going to start seeing a daily vlog again. You'll see a daily vlog. But as far as the March Madness goes, I'm not really sure what's going to happen to that. Maybe I just do stretches and no physical exercise until I know I'm 100% healed. Anyway, let me get these dogs out for a walk before it gets dark, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another daily vlog. Make sure I don't have any questions. No questions. All right. Going once, going twice. I'm out of here. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.